Saddles come in a variety of shapes and silhouettes, depending on the type of support they aim to provide to riders. One of the more recent additions to the saddle design landscape is the short-nose saddle. What are the traits of this particular saddle shape, and when is it the right choice for cyclists?
And a short-nose saddle in some ways makes it easier to find the right place to sit on if you get the saddle in the right place, because there is only really one place to sit on, okay? It also means that the big long nose has come away, and the sit bone support that it gives you and the stability is there, but then the nose of the saddle gets out of the way quickly. So some of the issues that people have cycling sometimes with thigh contact, irritation around saddle sores around the side, being able to roll the pelvis forward to get in a more aggressive position, all of a sudden that becomes a lot easier for a lot of people with a short-nose saddle.
To provide riders with the unique benefits offered by short-nose saddles, we designed, developed, and refined a new, highly versatile short-nose saddle shape, the Argo. Where a traditional saddle shape encourages riders to shift their position frequently for better leverage, the Argo puts the rider in a more planted position, making for greater stability and better weight distribution. The Argo's short length allows riders to sit further forward without placing undue pressure on sensitive areas. It also features an ergonomic cutout that was developed using detailed pressure analysis and input from medical experts.
Analyzing pressure mappings in our labs, we noticed that different bike geometries leads to different pressure patterns, even when riding in the same saddle.
Bike geometries do indeed have impact on how we sit on the saddle and the type of support that is required. But it's not only a bike's geometry that can affect how we feel on a saddle.
Things like stiffness, compliance, are all properties that dramatically influence the feeling that each type of bike delivers to the rider.
So based on the same short-nose Argo shape, we developed a range of saddles to complement the intended riding experience of a variety of bike types and to comply with different riding disciplines and rider goals.
So same shape, but subtle differences in how the support is approached and how the nose is configured.
As the racing option, the Vento Argo has been engineered to deliver a riding experience that suits race bikes with aggressive geometries. The carefully developed design of its shape helps you achieve a better riding posture. The dropped nose supports the public ramus when the pelvis rotates forward to add power or to get more aero.
So somebody, when they're really on the rivet, as we say, they can get really far forward and roll the pelvis forward, and this saddle allows them to do that.
The padding is made from Fizik's proprietary Type 1 foam formulation, which has a lower profile and is reactive and springy for instantaneous response and optimal power transfer.
In other words, a lot of racers want to feel the saddle. They want to feel the saddle underneath them and want to work with it.
The Vento Argo is available in either carbon-railed R1, Kiam Rail R3, or S-alloy railed R5 specifications, each offered in two widths, 140mm and 150mm. Additionally, we designed a 0-0 option that provides maximum stiffness and minimal weight. The Vento Argo 0-0 is engineered with an incredibly stiff, high-module full carbon shell and rails, all tuned for maximum power transfer. Combined with coverless injected EVA low-profile padding, the Vento Argo 0-0 is our lightest saddle in the range, weighing in at a mere 134 grams. As the endurance riding option, we engineered the Tempo Argo to deliver the right riding experience to suit the balanced geometry of today's all-purpose road machines.
Your pelvis is sitting in a very different position in that particular type of riding, and it needs a lot more cushion and support because it's there for longer in the same place, and it needs that support and stability, and also a bit more give to enable you to stay in that place and work there for longer.
The padding is made from Fizik's proprietary Type 2 foam formulation, which is slightly thicker around the ischial sit bone area to support a more upright riding posture. Overall, the cushioning is slightly softer and more progressive than what we use on our racing saddles, providing more long-distance comfort. The Vento Argo comes in carbon-railed R1, Kiam rail R3, and S-alloy railed R5 specifications. For increased ischial support, each option is available in two slightly broader widths, 150mm and 160mm. As the gravel-specific option, the Terra Argo has been engineered with a compliant shell to offer a certain degree of flexibility. This controlled elasticity absorbs road chatter and vibrations, delivering the comfort needed for long-distance riding over unpaved roads.
So sometimes in that type of riding, what you need is more protection from the forces that are coming up from the ground, and the saddle can deliver that through more compliance. But it also, wave profile, cups and holds the pelvis in a much more better way to sustain the posture and the position that generally gravel riders have to tackle the terrain they're going over.
The Terra Argo features a waved profile to provide the lower back support needed on long rides, while also helping riders hold their position when climbing on loose terrain. The same goes for the dropped nose design, which allows riders to rotate their pelvis while pushing forward on the nose for better traction and power transfer. To better support the Terra Argo's flexible shell, we used our Mobius closed-loop rail system for increased structural stability and responsiveness. A rubber layer at the bottom of the central cutout functions as a mud flap, blocking unwanted dirt and spray from the trails. A directional vent in the mud flap allows water to drain, avoiding pooling. The Terra Argo is available in Kiam Rail X3 and S-alloy railed X5 specifications, both in two widths, 150mm and 160mm. Whether racing with the responsive Vento Argo, going the distance with Tempo, or off the tarmac with Terra, the performance provided by the Argo's short nose shape lets riders find the right fit for where and how they ride.